We sloppy first half, disappointing with the start in a lot of ways, self-inflicted for that game to be, I think it was 13-0 at halftime. And we go in there at halftime, I think we got 5 drops, or 2 drops, 3 drops at that point. We got 2 offsides penalties, we got a false start, we got a kickoff out of bounds, a lot of self-inflicted things, just playing sloppy. But I told them that, we need to be a team that gets better as the game goes. And then we went out in the second half, I'm trying to get my math right, 34-6 in the second half. We outscored them. That's awesome. For us to just come in there, it would have been very easy to come in there and just kind of take a breath and say we're up 13-0, we're playing okay, and we're in good shape. We came out there and got better as the game went, had a great fourth quarter. So some really good individual efforts, and proud of our guys to get this one. The whole goal this week was to be better this week, today, than what we were last Saturday, and we were in all 3 phases. We don't talk about the opponent a lot, and but for us, it was we needed to be better, and we certainly were. And then we know we're going to need to be better next Saturday night back here in our stadium as well. So I want to thank the fans that were out there today as well for bringing a lot of energy and juice to that stadium. I saw a little bit popping around on social media of the young student from last week with the 12 noon kickoff and his mentality, and I saw a lot of that down in the cockpit down there as well. So shout out to him and the rest of our students that were here today. Appreciate you, and we're going to need that cockpit and that entire stadium absolutely rocking next Saturday night as well. Injury-wise, really the only significant one is Juju McDowell. He'll be done for the rest of the season. Broke his collarbone, unfortunately. Heart breaks for that kid, but he'll be out the next 2 weeks, and he'll come back stronger than ever. And hate it for him. Obviously, our running back situation right now is a concern with the carry on being out right now and Juju. So that's why DJ Braswell and Mario Anderson were in there so much today. As well, need those guys to continue to go on. But, hate it for Juju. He brings so much energy, but what a testament to that kid that as soon as, he breaks his collarbone, and then I look out there on the field and he's out there trying to motivate the team and during a timeout on the sideline at the end of the first quarter. So he's awesome, and he's a great energy booster for our football team as well, and will continue to be awesome. So, questions?
Inside that, but as the game goes on, does the ball start to feel heavier, more slick, that kind of thing? And 2, is it now going to be standard that you have a big guy touchdown for your first score?
1, I think certainly the weather was an issue. There's no excuse. They do a good job. If we need a dry ball, they get a dry ball in. So the officials do a great job from that standpoint. No excuse to have a bad snap. No excuse to have 5 drops on the day or 6, whatever it ended up being. We've got Vanderbilt was playing in the same element, so we've got to be able to make those plays. But certainly the ball does get heavy and it's sloppy and just not a great day for throwing. We knew takeaways and ball security was going to be key, even more so because of that. We thought those guys did a good job. And my problem right now, David, is now all the defensive players went in on the action. So before Tonka even got to the sideline, DQ Smith is in my ear about to play for him next week. So we've created a monster, but we're able to do that with Tonka and Boogie because they're good athletes. And we've seen it with Tonka on some of the stuff we do on extra points, and Boogie on that route. He actually ran a really good route and got a good release off the line, and has done a good job. So that's the same play we used against. We called it against A&M. That's a touchdown that we threw to Simon, I think. And Boogie was on the backside, but he did a nice job this week on that.
Hey, Shane, you've been talking all season about telling guys, hey, make plays. How satisfying is it for you? You saw guys making plays, offense, defense, special teams today.
Yeah, Rick, we literally just talked about that and gave out some game balls, and it went to guys that made a lot of individual plays. Josh Simon, some awesome individual efforts, just breaking tackles, running through people when he didn't have much help around him, making a play as well. Mario Anderson, his long touchdown run, reminded me a lot of that play that CBS had last year against them up in Nashville on a short yardage play. But Mario, just to continue to compete and come out of that was awesome. Keenan Nelson blocking a punt, and then not just blocking it, but picking it up and scoring. We gave a game ball in there to Bam Scott. He had a sack, and then immediately after that last touchdown, or second to last touchdown, he runs downfield and makes a tackle on the 16-yard line and made a great play. So I saw a lot of individual efforts. We got a lot of good players on this team, And we need our best players and all of our guys to continue to make plays. And saw a lot of them out there today. And like I said, there'll be a lot to correct off this tape, but there'll be a lot of really great effort that we saw on this tape also when we watch it later.